something in the way I feel that she don't want me to feel. Starship bears cut me. I don't care, you see, so what if I bleed? I can never change what I feel. My face will never show what isn't of me. A mountain never seemed to have a need to speak. A look that shares so many seas. The sweetest feeling I got from you, the things I said to you were true. I can never change what I feel. My face will never show what isn't of me. Could have lied, I'm such a fool. My eyes can never keep their cool. Showed her and I told her how she struck me, but I'm fucked up now. Now she gone, yeah, she gone away.
All right, today let's look at I Could Have Lied from the seminal Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. Classic album. I love this one. And John is such an interesting player. I think he really does blend a fundamental understanding of harmony, but with his feel and his sort of soul and all that kind of stuff. It's really great. This is on a nylon string guitar originally. Obviously, this isn't a nylon string guitar. I've got the Kemper. I've got kind of a an acoustic simulator. It's more a steel string simulator, but it sounds pretty good actually. Okay, so we're in standard tuning, B minor, B natural minor. And there's a few parts in it. So let's start with that main riff. There was tab on screen, so just really follow that. But you're going to use your fingers, thumb and index really for the whole thing. You know, the key is you're going to be hammering on from that open A string. The main riff is only on the bottom three strings there, and even then mainly on the A and D. Okay, so the first part. Okay, I find it a lot easier to use my pinky, first and pinky. You could use first and third, again, it's whatever you're comfortable with. But the idea is you're hammering on the A up to the B, but then you have to arch that finger up to be able to hit the open D string underneath. Okay, again, check the tabs there. But ringing out is the key there, so you're going to have to arch that first finger. Then when you're on that fourth fret on the D string, you're going to slide it up to the seventh and then hit the open A at the same time. Then hit the 5. Now this one, you're playing the G third fret on the bottom string and then fourth fret on the D string. I do it with my first finger there, but I mean, I've seen people do it with their thumb. Again, whatever works for you. There's no sort of right or wrong way. Why do I like first finger? Well, because it's really easy to mute that A string with the bottom side of your first finger so it doesn't ring out there. Just makes sense to me. And then your hand's kind of already in position for the next, coming back around for the first part. If you had thumb over the top, I've got to move my hand around. It doesn't seem as efficient to me, but again, it's no right or wrong, whatever you're comfortable with. So those notes there, it's a third on the bottom, fourth on the D, and then hit the open D while you're letting that G on the bottom ring out. So that first part. Then you hit that G one more time. That is really the riff there. It's a little bit of sort of independence, hitting the bottom note and the top note at different times. So it's good kind of practice to do that. There's one little lick that he does there in the middle. It's in the tab. Okay, hammer on pull off. Okay, that's really the only difference in there. Now, when it comes in for the next part, the chords themselves, the thing that's interesting about it is it's clearly in a B minor tonality, but the first chord in that change is a B major. Okay, so that's, again, compositionally, it's interesting to go, there wasn't a lead-in chord like an F sharp going into the B major or anything like that. It's come straight out and hit a B major. So when you first hear it, it's very fresh because it's just sort of out of the blue. So again, it's always interesting to have that kind of stuff happening there. Now, the chords themselves, as I said, it's B major, D major, A major, G major. So the chords themselves are simple, but the voicings, in other words, the fingerings that he's using, I think he's using, on this one, sort of 3-note voicings. Again, check the tab. So I've got 2, 4, 4. I'm muting the G string by sort of the bottom of that finger, and I'm also arching the first finger up there. And that is the same voicing up a D. Okay, 2 downstrokes, and then kind of an up, up, down, down. Okay, now the next two, I don't hear it as A major, which would be this. That C sharp, it's really not there. So I've got a power chord, muting the open G, not hitting that open G, okay? And then the B and E high strings are open. Then move that down 2 frets, hit it twice. Okay, that's what I'm hearing on the album. Again, do that one more time. Back round. Okay, so second time, they basically do that again. They do the verse again, they do those chords again, and then they go just back round to the verse a little bit before they go into, it's like a pre-guitar solo, whatever you're going to call that section, okay? So they're... Then he hits the open E string. That's the only thing that sort of signals the change is about to come. Okay, so the next part, similar kind of chord voicings as before, right? We've got an E minor, G major up on the 10th fret. These are all in the A string. D major on the 5, and then C down on the 3rd fret. Okay, so... Okay, again, the interesting thing there, I don't hear the G string. Same with the chords that we played in the 2 sections before, or in the 1 second before. I don't hear the G string in this. So, I mean, there you go. If you play the full chord voicings, that's fine. That's not a problem, but I don't hear it. So the way I'm trying to do it is really arching the first finger up to try and get the note on the 5th string and the note on the 5th string and the 1st string. Okay, so I'm trying to get those 2 notes ringing out, but I don't want the G string. So it's kind of a little bit tricky to do that. Again, don't make it too hard on yourself. Just play the regular chords if you want. But again, I'm not hearing that G string. So anyway, the only section left is the guitar solo, which is more played over that kind of verse feel. Let's look at that. All right, really look at the guitar tabs for this one. It's there. You're thinking B minor pentatonic, but he brings in the G, the flat 6, a lot in the solo. But the shape that you're thinking about is this guy here, 7th fret. Okay, first one I hear are just a really quick slide, probably from 6th fret up. And then you're in the box behind, and you're going to slide into box 1. And the nice part here, you got a whole step bend on the B, so you bring the 9 in. Then 10, there's that G again. Check the tabs there. I'm just going to sort of talk through a little bit of what's interesting and what you might want to look out for. Okay, so really coming through sort of box 2, box 1, but he's bringing in that G, that bend there. It's really nice, bending from that flat 6 up to the flat 7. So because that G is so prevalent in the riff, he's bringing it into the solo, kind of almost following the melody there. So again, it's really nice playing there. So we come down. Again, kind of bluesy, right? But it doesn't sound bluesy because we're not playing over, a bluesy sort of feel, but it sounds great. Okay. Really nice there. Again, hammering on, pulling off, bringing that flat 6 in. This part when he slides up to B here, right? B minor pentatonic. Okay, you're down here and you're going to slide up to B minor pentatonic on the A string. Okay, watch the 2 slides there, really nice. Full bend there, and then this one using the flat 6 again. And his feel, John's feel is all, he's never sort of, it's one of those players who's never specifically on the beat. He floats around a little bit. That's why it's really hard to replicate exactly note for note. Note for note isn't necessarily the problem. It's the rhythm that he's got, the feel that he's got. Anyway, check the tab solo is on there. Good luck. Chili Peppers, I Could Have Lied. See you next time.